Hey, hey, hey! It's your captain. How you guys doing today? Hey, check out my new mask. Pretty awesome, huh? Hey, it's a dicey review. How about it, man? Oh, how you guys doing? Man, the allergies have got me. Ruby, how's it going? Oh, we got the allergies going. Boy, I was driving down the street, coming to the studio, and there's nothing but a bunch of white trees everywhere. Oh, you don't like my mask? I saw them, and this is kind of a cool idea. I saw them where you could put your face on there, and then they'll put a blue mask like under your chin, so it looks like you're not wearing your mask. I think that's kind of funny too. Anyway, I also have ear infections. So I'm really stuffed up. I can't hear very well. Life is what it is. I'm trying to get by. I was sent extra parts for Tungaru, whatever. See, got the witch doctor there. So that's pretty awesome. It came from some hotel in France. So that's cool. And so today, yeah, there's this mask company that you can actually take a picture, do a selfie, and you send them your picture, and they put it on your mask. So, Kamarowski. Cool. Yeah, let's see. They want to endorse us. That'd be all right. Mask alike. Made in California. That's what it says. Anyway, I just looked up masks, and they had this thing where you could take a picture of yourself and put it on there. And me being the idiot that I am, I thought that would be a good idea. Oh, yeah. We change time. You're right, Kamarowski. Yeah, because daylight savings time. It's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing. Anyway, I don't want to get into all that. Neuroshima mugs. Hey, they've got these on sale. If you like it, you can get yourself some. Anyway, right now, I think we should play a game. I think that's the way to go. Let's get playing. Whew. Well, now I look redder than red can be. There we go. It's amazing my eyes aren't as red as that. I mean, seriously, right now, like when I drink, I can hear clicking in my ears. I am miserable right now. Hard to concentrate on what you're doing. But we're going to play Neuroshima, and we're going to make that work for us. By the way, this is the Neuroshima app that's available on Google Play and Apple and all that stuff. But we're going to be coming out with a new app, and I keep on saying the same thing. And I've tried to hold them and say, tell me a date. I don't care if it's fake. Just give me a date that I can cling to. And they won't give me a date. So all I can say is soon. I know that they are working hard on it. So I don't know exactly why it's not being released, because I have this sneaking suspicion that it's ready to go. But right now we got a lot of other things coming out. People are getting some new products. I know I just confirmed my being shipped the come on now, Stronghold. Yeah, they don't have an Imperial Settlers mug. Neuroshima mug is really nice. I like it. It's cool. They got a couple other mugs too. I thought they had a Robinson Crusoe. Anyway, Pretty cool. And there's t-shirts. The other thing that I would say is, yeah, lots of new stuff coming out. You know, we had Moloch last year, so we've got the big box coming out. There's pre-order stuff. We got the Moloch expansion being shipped. So lots of stuff. So I'm thinking as soon as we get past some of these shipping and people get that, then we'll get you excited about some of the new apps. So we got this one coming out. Hey Dutch, good to see you, brother. All right, well, let's get it on. Let's see what happens here. Custom game, quick play. That's what we need. 35 tiles. Oh, we're Dancer. Who are we playing against? Steel Police. Oh, shoe's on the other foot. Shoe is on the other foot. Dancer. Very unusual group here in that we don't have any units except for these three. All three of them are considered HQs, but they're also considered units. So depending on which benefits or doesn't benefit them. Anyway, the other thing about them is they are 10 points apiece. But if you lose one of them, you lose the game. So while we have 30 health points and Steel Police only have 20, we have to keep all three of them alive. So there's that. Now, how to do this? Well, we got two ranged ones. I think what I'll do is I'll put them more or less in the middle-ish. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it right here. I think. Maybe. And then I will put this ranged guy. I think I'll put him right here. And we will do this. Oops. I don't think so. Hold on a second. Let me think about this. Want him here. I want him to have a +1. All right. I think what I'll do instead is let me take this back. Let me take that back. I'm going to put this here, but I'm going to face it instead of like that. I'm going to face it like this. And then I'm going to put this guy right here. And this guy right there. Now what that does is this gives extra melee to our melee guy, and it gives extra ranged attacks to our ranged guy. I know that it's in the States, is what I know, Ruby. From what I understand, 51st State Moloch expansion has hit the States. It has not shipped yet, so I'm not 100% on that. So there we go. Now we also have this one's at a 2 instead of a 1, so we got that going. We got some protection this way, nothing there, but we got an attack. So anyway, let's see how that plays out. Steel Police go. And we got to move. Move. Do we want to move? Well, movement isn't really helpful right now. Although I do need to line up on that. How could I make that work? Yeah, you could dance. I could swap places. Yeah. So, we got to figure out the dance thing. How do I dance these? Right, rotate. So I think what I'll do is do that. And nope, nope, come here. And that, we go like that. And we take this one, come on now, we rotate it around like so. And then we rotate this that way. There we go. We'll do that. What do you think? Dancing. We're dancing. Awesome. Yep. All right. We're not going to use the movement. We're going to use this push. We will push from here. And then we will shoot. Like that. So that is to activate one side of any of the dancers. That's what that tile indicates. And so we give him 3 shots right there. Bam. First shot's fired. There we go. Got a push he's getting rid of. Got a guy in our way. What do we get? We get a battle. We get an activation. Both of these go off on 2. I get rid of a battle. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, activate and battle. And it doesn't matter which one of these I do, it's still going to kill that 3. And there's no carryover. So, I mean, I can do that. And bam, bam, bam. That guy goes away. And then I do a battle. And I get 3 more damage to him. Everything's going our way. Life is looking up. I think we're doing all right. 25 more tiles. Well, now we got to push. We can push that guy for sure. And we could take 1 damage. Let's see. Which way do we want to push him? We definitely want to push him that way. So if I push from this guy, he has to move here, which will give him 1 attack to there. And I can live with that. I can live with that. So if I push from here, he has to move to this corner over here. And I feel like that's a great thing. Now he's only doing 1 damage to our gunner. And we get to do a battle. He'll do 1 damage to us. We'll do 3 damage to him and take out his guy there. The old Fang Fingers, man. I like that guy. The Steel Police are one of my favorite, so it's ironic that I'm fighting against them. Man, why didn't I see that guy? All right. All right, we got to move. We'll do that. We'll do 2 more damage to him. Do more damage to him than he does to you. He does 1 damage to me. I take out his module and I do a damage to him. 2 damage to him. I feel pretty good about that. All right, let's see what else we can do. We got to push. Can't push from this guy or that guy. And he has steel net at this guy. I do have a movement. I don't think we can actually pick these guys up. I don't think we can dance because they're locked. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Maybe I'm incorrect. How does that work? Huh. That is interesting. So can I do this one? Oh, I can. So if I put that one down, they get damage for moving off the net. Okay, but I can move this guy like that. He'll do more damage. Oh. Yeah. Ugh. Now I'm netting his net. So if I take that and move it this way, right? Oh, now I'm not netting his net. Dadgummit. Netting his net. Yeah. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to unnet this guy. Right? But we can try it. We can see. Let's see what happens. I mean, what's the worst case? Yeah, okay. So it did some damage. We're all good. Done. Nice. Dadgummit. So he put another net on him. Got movement. I got a push. None of which help. This guy's going to get 2 attacks on 1 and 0. He doesn't do extra damage. I need to get damage on him. Can't move him close enough. I can move this guy over here and do an attack. So I think I get rid of, I won't do an attack because it'll be -1, right? There is no -1. Oh, it'll net it. Never mind. All right, so I get rid of the push. I think this is okay. So I got a couple of possibilities. I can get him to a 2. and, you know, rotate him around to where he's doing some extra damage, I can just attack like this, which gets this guy 1 damage and nets this. Might be okay for now. I mean, there's just not... Yeah, I don't know. We'll just do this because... So now if I do an attack, he will get 1 damage on me here, and he will get another damage on me here. That's 2. And this guy, 3, and 4, and 5. So I am not doing that. I don't even want it. So I'm not holding on to it. I got to get something else going. Got to get another movement or something. Oh, dadgummit. Man, that just... That is terrible. Push isn't going to help. Can I activate this guy in the net? Nope, I can only activate him. Means I can kill this guy. I can dance again, which is probably my only choice, honestly. This guy's going to do 3 damage. So, I think my only choice is to dance and get damage done to it. So, like, I can do that, right? And can do this. He's got... We really need a double on him. We can. Man, those nets. They have got me tangled up. I don't know. I feel like that's my best bet for now, and then that'll take this guy out, which will give me more options here. So I think that's where we're going. The 2 damage is a lot better than 5. So all right. All right, now we got activation. We can take that guy out. What can we do with a push? We can push him. He's not doing anything right now, but he could be later. He is blocking that net guy, which stinks. I mean, I could push him and then shoot the net. Seems like a waste. And get him down to 6 points. Feel like I should take this guy out. The problem is, if I take him out, I say I could push this and it'll have to go there, which is better than all these bonuses going to whatever goes there. It seems crazy, but I think it's the best answer, is not to move, although I could bring this guy over here with a movement. which allows me to do heals and all kinds of stuff. All right, I'll do this. I'm not sure that it's the right move. I was thinking about taking that +1 and moving it over here once I take out the executioner. So if I push the +1 over there, and then it kind of blocks up all this stuff. But we have to take out the executioner for sure. And I want to move these so that way I can do more stuff. If I do that, that's pretty good. And then we activate, and it doesn't really matter. I'll activate this guy because he'll do 3 damage. Bam. Do 2 damage here. But we'll do this first. Playing defensive. We'll see what happens. Yeah, he does stupid stuff. Thank goodness. Whew! I like this app. All right. We got 2 activations, which is awesome. So we can get rid of the push because it doesn't do us any good. We can then activate here. Right. Now the question is, can I activate the same side? That answer is no, you can only activate the one guy. All right. So once you activate one of them, then you'd have to use the activation for a different one. So who am I going to shoot? Well, I could take this out, which is helpful. I could take this guy out, which is helpful. Okay. I'll just take this guy out. Let's see if we can make something happen. We're going to dance next. Terror. He got rid of a terror. Now he's got a double. Yep. 2. Shot us. It's all right. Got us. Oh, we're down to 1. Oh, dadgummit. Can you... You know what? I didn't realize. You see this guy here with the tank right here? What I didn't realize, you see the bottom of this? That's a reflector. That is a reflector. I forgot completely about that. That's not a shield. That's a nothing. I thought I was shooting him. He wasn't even protected. And he's got a reflector there. So every time I shot him, he did damage to me. I did damage to myself. Man. Terrible mistake. I made a terrible mistake. Man, we could have won that one. I made a terrible mistake. Bummer. Down to 3. All right. Well, here's the deal. I've got 3 games that I want to talk to you guys about. I played M games. Good games. And I'm going to talk to you about those. Do a quick analysis of them. And yeah, let's do it. It's interesting. It keeps on going red. Back up. Okay. So here's what I found. I've had this game for a while. I got to check it out at a at BGG spring. I don't know. I guess 2019. I don't remember when it was. Anyway, before the pandemic. So I got the yeah. It's just making robots. It's about making robots, and it's pretty interesting. I'll show you what it looks like inside. So you can see there 45 to 60 minutes, 1 to 4 players, and there's 3 different models of robots. Got little white ones, medium orange ones, and big purple ones. And so that's what you're going to be building. These are the player boards, which there's not a lot there, but basically what this represents is your machines that make robots and the lines that take them to the trucks at the end. Right now you've got a truck that holds a single place, and you've got lines that will hold a single robot. This will produce 1 white robot every time, so one of the small robots. So you're going to be sending 1 small robot to the truck every time. So you need to upgrade that, and you do that with these bases here where puzzle pieces go. So let me show you that. So this is the game, and fork. And what ends up happening is you've got this piece here in the middle. And the way that works is, it goes like this. Pretty nice. They got good storage space in here and everything. These are vaults where you put your money, you lock your money away when you make sales and things like that. So you put a piece here that can get drafted. And then each turn, it turns. If nobody takes that piece, another piece comes out, and then it turns. And basically the value for the piece, how much you have to pay for it, goes down each time you rotate it. So it starts out at 7, goes down to 2. If the piece goes all the way to the end, it falls into the hole. And when it falls into the hole, that's recycle. And you get whatever it says on the recycle in the bottom corner. This one recycles, it gives you an orange. And so that's how this mechanism works. It's pretty cool. You can also recycle if you, like, say, buy something for 4 and the recycle on it, like this. You bought this one for 4 and the recycle on it was a purple robot. Well, a purple robot is worth 6. So you made 2. So that's kind of cool. So this mechanism works out pretty well. And then you plug these in here. So this still makes white robots, but you've got a place where you can hold extra robots. So that goes on the input. And then you can have different things where you can create converters. So this will hold, once this sends 2 different robots here, then it puts it together and makes a third of any type. So you can turn 2 whites into an orange, or 2 whites into a purple, actually, because it can be any robot. So some of them do that. Some of them are upgrades. They'll take an orange and turn it into a purple. You have things that will take whatever comes and splits it off 3 different ways. So if you put an orange here, it'll turn it into 3 whites, right? So you can do that, and then you'll have to create a way for, if the robot's going that way, you got to buy a fork that way it can go out this way. Then you can upgrade your trucks. So right now your trucks only hold 1, and of course they've got trucks that hold 2 and 3, and you can buy those. A big truck costs 3, a huge truck costs 5, forks cost 1. These are all the robots. You can see they're plastic robots. They're nice. You got little coins right? 5s, 1s, 10s, 20s. And the game lasts until you run out of tiles. And at that point, whoever has the most money wins the game. Also, there is a little caveat to that. These guys do have a value on them. So like this one is worth 4. It's really hard to see. It's very small. But each one of these are worth money as well. Anyway, Mechanica. The game is called Mechanica. It's a delightful little game. But the thing that's cool about it is this mechanism. Now, I think in general, I think that this game would fall about a 6.5 for me. If I had to rate it sort of neutrally, I'd say it's about a 6.5. However, I think with the mechanics and how that works, it's just unique. And I'd upgrade it a little bit because of that. I'd say maybe this is a 7. It's kind of neat. So you actually use the box, right? Use this box as the game board, right? And it's kind of nice because you can hand it to somebody and they can look at all the tiles and then they can pass it to somebody else and whatnot. And everybody's got their own player board where they're building their factory. So it works out pretty well. I think because of that, definitely give it a 0.5 upgrade from the 6.5. And I would say this is about a 7. Right? Good game. Good game. Solid. It's solid. Now, last week I kind of gave you a quick synopsis of Maglev Metro. Guys, this is a pretty solid game. Played it again. Man, I like it. A lot of really good choices. Didn't hurt that I won again. The only thing I'm going to warn you about, right, is that the metal robots look a lot very similar. The gold and the bronze robots look very similar, and I painted, put little orange heads on my bronze robots and little yellow heads on my gold robots, and that seemed to work out great. But like the quality of these components, you know, you're looking at these tiles, and they're clear tiles. The thing is that I can put my tracks down and somebody else can put their tracks down in the same space, and they don't block each other because they're drawn in different areas. It's really cool the way that it works, and when you're done, the map looks great. It also has metal trains, and all the people are, you know, wooden people. So you're using metal trains, wooden people, these clear acrylic tiles. You've got these super thick cardboard stations. Look how thick they are. And you got player boards that are have the inset, so they're double layer to play with. You've got this nice velvet bag, really nice bag, good size bag. Hand fits in there perfectly. Not some, you know, very small bag that you're always struggling with. It's a great bag. Works out perfect for the game. The cards are decent. Maybe something is up with the cards. Maybe I won't like the cards after a while because of not enough variety or something. But I feel like they've done everything they've done well, except for those gold and bronze robots. It's really my only complaint. I solved it. This looks like a Kickstarter edition. The production value on this is through the roof. It's even a nice box. It's a good art. Looks good on the table. It's double-sided board, so you got 2 different maps that you can play with. I know that they're going to come out with more maps. They're going to come out with more stuff. This is going to have legs. I think that this is a really good game that's going to be great. Right now, neutrally on this one, I'd say it's about a 7.5. I would probably upgrade that to an 8. I like it that much. I think that this is, for me, this one's about an 8. It might even climb higher. So, yeah, maybe Ignacio will pick it up. He'll watch this and say, man, I got to get on that maglev. Third M game. Game. We got Merv. Merv is a city that got destroyed. And you are building that city in the Silk Road. So you're like, Silk Road again? Seriously? Yes, Silk Road again. Look how pretty that cover is, though. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got those wet spots. Can y'all see that? Man, look at that. It is so, it's gorgeous. It really is. I like it. And then, really nice rule book. It worked out really well. There's a couple of things that they could have covered a bit differently. I feel like there was a couple of rough patches to get through on that, but we figured it out. But this board, look at this. Look at that board, huh? I like it. It seems really busy, a lot going on and whatnot. But the meat of the game is this. The meat of the game is this small area right here, right? And this is where everything happens. You move around here. So first round, you're going to pick one of these 5. Next round, you're going to pick one of these 5. Next round, one of these 5. And what you're going to do is you're going to control different building tiles that you have here. They're tiles, so every time you play, they're going to be in different positions. And basically, when you go here, you can go and control one of those areas. But that kind of sets up an action selection. So you move your guy someplace. Which row you go to is going to determine turn order next round. It also enables you to get control of a different area and take a different action. All the actions are these things that are around the outside, basically. So you have a lot of different tracks where you can go here and do trading. You can go to the library and get scrolls. You can basically get points for having scrolls, for having goods, for having spices, or for being up on the mosque track. There's a mosque track here that you move up on. And then there's walls, and you build walls around here because what happens is, first round, you just play the game, and so you play 4 rounds, and then when you start the next one, at the end of that one, they have what they call the Mongol invasion. And so the Mongols will attack, and if you don't have walls or soldiers at your locations, they will take your buildings off of those tiles, and you'll have to take control of them again. And you also have an influence track, which allows you to do stronger actions the higher you're up on that, and also gives you some extra victory points. So it's really neat how it's done. There's also a trader thing where you have spice cards and you build up spice cards, and you have sort of end game victory point cards you get as you go along. You hit certain goals and you go and you get those, you pay for those. Really neat modular board. Looks good to me. I like it. All the components, nice. We got wooden components. We have the different spices. You have blue. These are goods, actually. There's common and rare goods. You got the wall pieces, which the wall pieces are wood as well. The tiles that are the buildings are nice and they're substantial thickness, so they work out perfectly. You got, of course, you have all cubes. You know, all spices are cubes, or all cubes are spices. I don't know which is which, but you got spice cubes. So you have little meeples, so little camel meeples, which are pretty cool. All right, little camel meeples, nice. And no broken legs. Everything worked out great. So that is the game of Merv. It's a little difficult to teach and learn, and it's one of those games where your first game of it, you'll probably lose if you're playing against somebody who knows what they're doing. So you need to learn and explore. So it's one of those games where you have to play it multiple times, which to me, that just means depth of strategy, depth of tactics, all those kind of things are learned. A lot of Portal games are the same way. They feel like they have that depth. The theme of this one is there. I don't know exactly how connected it is. I would say it's so-so on theme. It does okay. Components are great. Art is great. Aesthetics are good. Action selection is pretty awesome. I think for the most part, this is probably an 8. I think this game is an 8. I think if it was easier to teach or learn, I would bump it up to an 8.5. But as is, I think an 8 is where it is. So I think Merv and Megalov Metro are both really, really solid games. I think they're going to stay in my collection for quite some time. That's Merv, Megalov Metro, bam. And, of course, the little game Mechanica, which isn't quite as pretty, not quite as great of a production, but neat mechanic as far as the drafting part goes. So those are my 3M games. So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing this week because I don't feel so good. But surely I'll get a couple of gameplays of something in. I'm hoping to get my Portal games in. I want to get Moloch expansion in, and I want to get Stronghold in. I can't wait to tell you what I think about those. And so that's coming up. Also, I want to let you guys know that we are getting together. I think it's next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, about the same time that I have my stream normally, it's going to be completely different. So Ignacy and them and Poland are going to be rolling out some info. We're going to get stuff about Robinson Crusoe. So Robinson Crusoe is coming, and the Kickstarter is going to launch. Except it's not on Kickstarter. It's going to launch, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna learn all about that. I think it's man, it looks so good. It really does. I can't wait. The book looks super cool. There's a lot of stuff that if you've played Robinson Crusoe, you probably don't need it. But most of the people who love Robinson Crusoe, they're completionists, so they want everything anyway. So the box, from what I understand, the new box is just a new box. But there is a lot of information out there. But we'll be bringing it to you straight from the horse's mouth come next Tuesday. So if you want to learn about that, and we're going to do some gameplay of some Robinson Crusoe as well. So if you want to hang out with us on Tuesday, we'll be doing that. I guess that's about it for me. I hope you guys have a great week. Hopefully my ears will get better and I'll learn to live with all the tree pollen. And I'll see you next week. Adios.